Going to see rain from the Southern Valley into parts of Minnesota, very heavy at times, and it could come with a few rumbles of thunder as well. Where you see the pink, that's some sleet. There's a transition with the temperatures in this transition season right near freezing. I don't think we're going to see a lot of freezing rain because the ground is not going to be frozen, but what we could see are snow pellets, grapple, or ice pellets that will accumulate. So an icy mixture possible, causing slippery roads in these areas. And it's going to snow all day. Now, by the evening, we could start to see that changeover happening in the Northern Valley, but not yet in the Fargo area, according to the latest model runs. Then, as we go through the late night hours, we'll start to see that transition to snow in Fargo. Look at the ice making its way through parts of western Minnesota while it's still raining heavily in central Minnesota. So a full day of snow out to the west, including some of our western counties where that warning is in effect, will add up on Thursday. And here's what we're talking about for rainfall amounts: 1 to 2 inches of rain potential right here in the central Red River Valley. The models do a good job with this stuff. 0 to 3 inches here in the first two shades of blue. We'll see some 2 to 7 inch in that next shade of blue. Where you see the dark blues, we're going to have pockets where we could have up to a foot already on the ground as we close out our Thursday. Snow continues Thursday night and Friday. Here's what changes. This storm system enhances, and it's going to cause the snow rates to increase once again. So the snow will be heavier on Friday and the wind will be stronger, particularly in the Northern Valley first, and then increasing as we go through the day in the Southern Valley. So Fargo will have seen some snow by Friday morning. That morning commute may not be as impacted as our neighbors to the north. Will certainly have an impact in the Devil's Lake Basin. Going through Friday, the wind continues to blow, the snow continues to snow, the rain exits, and our western Minnesota counties start getting a taste of flakes as well. Friday afternoon and into Saturday morning, we have a chance at some of our counties seeing blizzard-like conditions. Rainfall then by the end of Friday only, with snow continue 2 to 3 inches. Many of us seeing 1 to 2 inches of liquid equivalent precipitation. Snowfall by Friday. Take a look at this: 8 to 15 inches with pockets of 20 plus inches of snow, mainly in the Devil's Lake Basin into far northwestern Minnesota, Hallock, Kennedy, places like that, all the way down towards Valley City and Jamestown, with 2 to 5 showing up here in Fargo by Friday, but it's still snowing into Saturday. This is where the uncertainties come in to the forecast model. All that sleet we talked about and ice and snow pellets could leave some icing on the ground. Best chance of that in the Red River and points east as we go into Thursday night and Friday morning. All right, this is where the uncertainties arise, and we have a couple different models that go way out 7 days that give us an idea of the pattern of the storm. The wind continues through Saturday morning, then the snow and wind taper off over the course of the next day or two into Sunday and Monday morning. 18 to 24 plus here where you see the pinks. 5 to 9 for Fargo. This is the American model. 2 to 5 inches way out to the east. The European model, still nicer to Fargo, 2 to 5 here, and it looks like we're expecting still 14 to 19 over a wide area with 2 feet and isolated places picking up more than 2 feet of snow. Here's a look at your planning forecast. Snowy and wintry on Friday, I say, and then as we head into Saturday for the Bison game, the snow and wind continues. That Friday night, Saturday time frame is when Fargo sees the worst. Finally wrapping out of here late Sunday, and a very slow warm-up likely in places with deep snow, so it will melt. Here's impacts we've talked about numerous times. The flooding will be a problem where we already have high rivers up in the Northern Valley. All of this moisture has to melt and run down the river over the next several days. We will keep you updated as to changes.
Is the American model always more liberal with regard to snowfall totals?
Not always, but in this one situation, it has been changing more than the European model. The European model has been on it a little bit longer.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
Up next on Valley News Live 10 at 10, an update on a deal gone bad in Moorhead.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live.
Snow is on the way. I'll break down everything you need to know tomorrow on the Valley Today.
Plus, we're going to be out on the roadways giving you a live first-person view of your morning commute.
Don't stay home without us. Happy Harry's Bottle Shops, Grand Forks and Fargo.
Discover the jackpot. Discover the flavor. Discover the thrill. Discover the magic. Dakota Magic Casino. Online at dakotamagic.com.
Come to the annual Costume Bash, Saturday, October 26th at Dakota Magic Casino. Wear your best costume and win up to $500 cash.
Nothing holds more promise than a seed. And when it comes from Peterson Farm Seed, it's backed with a promise from us. We'll sell no seed we wouldn't be happy to plant on our own farm, so that growers like Mark can keep a promise of his own, to teach his kids how to care for the land, their family, and their community, and build a future that extends generations. Grow your promise. Grow Peterson Farm Seed.
One big